Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Rhea Ripley is on a quest to reclaim her place at the top of the Raw Women's division as the WWE Women's World Champion. To achieve that, the Eradicator will have to go through Io Sky and the reigning champion Naomi in a triple threat match at SummerSlam 2025. However, Ripley's path to reclaiming gold could hit a roadblock on this week's Raw, as an unexpected attack by Io Sky might force her to miss the biggest party of the summer. Rhea Ripley came very close to dethroning Io Sky as the Women's World Champion at WWE Evolution 2025. However, Mamie's chance of defeating Io for the first time was taken away by Naomi, who shocked the world by cashing in her Money in the Bank contract and walking away with the title. The following week on Raw, both Rhea and Io challenged Naomi, which led to Raw General Manager Adam Pearce announcing a blockbuster triple threat match for the Women's World title at WWE SummerSlam. That said, the frustration of losing the title via cash-in might force Io Sky to act out of character on this week's Raw. On this week's edition of the Red Brand, the star-studded team of Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer, and Nikki Bella will take on Naomi, Chelsea Green, and Secret Hervis, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire. The bout promises to be a chaotic affair, and that's exactly what it may deliver tomorrow, as Io Sky could shockingly turn on her teammate, Rhea Ripley. During the multi-woman match, Io Sky could get pinned by Naomi as a result of the chaos. The frustration may boil over for the 35-year-old, and she may take it out on Rhea Ripley. This might as well be a calculated move on Io's part, as putting Rhea out of commission would ensure she gets a one-on-one match against Naomi for the Women's World Championship at WWE SummerSlam. Considering how Rhea has never beaten Io, the genius of the Sky may feel the Eradicator is not worthy of being included in the title match. The Triple A-led creative team may book this angle on Raw to add shock value to the show and build intrigue ahead of WWE SummerSlam. While speaking on Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine, hosted by Mac Davis, wrestling veteran Bill Apter talked about the upcoming bout between Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky for the Women's World Championship at WWE SummerSlam 2025. Apter praised Naomi's recent work and believed it would not be wise to take the title offer so soon, even though fans might back Rhea or Io to win. The odds are stacked against Naomi at SummerSlam 2025. Will the Glow walk out of New Jersey with the Women's World Championship still around her waist? Only time will tell. The road to WWE SummerSlam 2025 has been paved with intensity, rivalries, and unexpected turns, but no one could have predicted the latest whispers circulating around the women's division. Rhea Ripley, reigning Women's World Champion and cornerstone of Judgment Day, may be pulled from the SummerSlam card altogether, and not due to injury or personal reasons, but because of interference from one of WWE's most dominant returning superstars. While nothing has been confirmed by WWE management, multiple behind-the-scenes sources and creative leaks hint at high-level discussions taking place about reshuffling the women's division, and Ripley's removal from SummerSlam may be the first domino to fall. Let's break down the shocking possibility, explore the motivations behind it, and most importantly, examine who could be powerful enough to force Ripley off the biggest party of the summer. Since 2023, Rhea Ripley has been an unstoppable force in WWE. Crowned the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania 39, Ripley has since turned the title into an extension of her own ruthless image, conquering contenders like Becky Lynch, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and Nia Jax. Her alignment with Judgment Day elevated her from powerhouse to outright faction general. As of July 2025, she's held the title for well over a year. Her dominance hasn't waned. If anything, her presence has only grown more intimidating. At SummerSlam, she was expected to defend the title in what was being touted as the final chapter of her feud with Liv Morgan. So, who has the clout and storyline leverage to force Ripley off the SummerSlam card? The Queen of WWE has been on hiatus since late 2024 after a brutal storyline injury at the hands of Ripley and Judgment Day. Flair's absence has been deafening, and knowing WWE's penchant for grand returns, SummerSlam would be the perfect stage for her comeback. Creative insiders have long hinted that Charlotte's return would be cataclysmic and reset the women's division entirely. If those plans are now in motion, it makes sense to begin with a statement that shakes the foundation. And what better statement than removing Ripley from her long-awaited title defense? Let's explore how this could play out in WWE's narrative universe. Imagine this. On the final Raw before SummerSlam, Rhea Ripley cuts a promo about destroying Liv Morgan once and for all. The arena lights go out. A familiar entrance hits. Charlotte Flair returns to thunderous shock, and she doesn't wait to speak. She storms the ring, takes out Ripley, grabs a mic, and says, "You took me out. I'm taking your SummerSlam." In an instant, the scheduled Ripley vs. Morgan match is thrown into chaos. Liv demands her shot. Charlotte demands revenge. WWE officials, pressured by fan reaction and storyline tension, announce that Ripley is suspended until further notice while they investigate the attack on Flair. Just like that, Rhea Ripley is out, and the women's world title picture becomes a triple threat storm. As of now, the 2025 Women's MITB holder is Bianca Belair, who won the briefcase in a 6-woman ladder match just weeks ago. If she chooses to cash in before SummerSlam, perhaps even on Raw, it could lead to a swerve. Bianca cashes in, defeats Rhea Ripley with outside help, possibly Charlotte, and becomes champion. WWE pivots the SummerSlam title match to Bianca versus Charlotte or Bianca versus Liv. Ripley, now titleless and seething, is left off the card, or worse, suspended after snapping in retaliation backstage. Whispers of tension backstage, whether real or scripted, could be used as a narrative engine. A leaked report hit social media suggesting Ripley refused creative direction for SummerSlam or got into a dispute with WWE officials over Judgment Day's direction. Hours later, WWE issues a storyline-based statement. Due to disciplinary reasons, Rhea Ripley has been pulled from SummerSlam 2025. This type of work-shoot angle would generate massive buzz, especially if played out in real time on Raw and social media. It mirrors past storylines like Sasha Banks and Naomi's real-life walkout, blurring lines between fiction and reality. In the chaos, WWE could slot in a new title match with Charlotte, Bianca, or even an NXT call-up like Roxanne Perez stepping in for a surprise title shot. Rhea Ripley being pulled from SummerSlam would be controversial, to say the least. Some fans see her as the defining female star of this era, on par with Roman Reigns in terms of dominance and intrigue. Removing her from one of the big four PLEs would draw backlash. The move could rejuvenate the women's division, create must-watch storylines, and set the stage for Ripley's eventual return with more fury than ever. Imagine a furious Ripley showing up at Payback or Survivor Series, unhinged and vengeful, cutting through opponents like a hurricane. It would be a rebirth, and WWE loves a good redemption arc. If WWE does indeed pull Rhea Ripley from SummerSlam, they'd better have a compelling reason, and an even better replacement plan. Whether it's Charlotte Flair's long-awaited return, Bianca's shocking cash-in, or a backstage storyline, it must serve a larger creative goal. Ripley is too big a star to shelve without a seismic reason. But WWE has proven time and again that bold moves can yield incredible results, if done right. Until then, fans are left in suspense. Will the nightmare be cancelled, or will she defy the odds once more?